Welcome to your 30-day No Porn November challenge. Congratulations and thank you for being here with me. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh. I'm your hostess with the mostess. We are going to rock out this 30-day challenge together. And without further ado, let's dive in. But I want you to know how proud I am of you for showing up seriously. And I want you to be proud of yourself. So hopefully you've gotten your journal, as we talked about last week, so that you can begin to put your thoughts down and integrate them. And being proud of this accomplishment for showing up is very important because it shows that you are in integrity. You're a person who does what you say you're going to do. You got here, you showed up. So I want you to acknowledge that. Then we know, right? The hardest part of anything is getting there. I tell my kids that all the time. They're like, I don't want to go. I'm like, the hardest thing is getting there. We'll have fun once we get there. But when it comes to a commitment, the second hardest thing is staying the course and staying committed. And I'm going to keep you committed throughout this 30-day journey. But let's get started. Let's make our plan. We're making our plan today, and we're going to keep these videos simple. So this is what your plan consists of. Are you ready for it? Change. You must change as many things as possible. So the overarching plan is to create a defensive plan today and to create an offensive plan over the course of the next 30 days. That's what we're focusing on. Of course, we're going to build on your defensive plan in the next couple of days, but we're going to set the foundation for it today, because the very first thing that you need to do is make a plan not to go back into the screen. That is the first thing. You have to stay out of it. That helps your brain to unwire the compulsive need to go back for sex to regulate your mood. It's hypersexuality that we're unwiring. So here's what the plan needs to consist of. It needs to consist of physical changes to your physical environment, and that can include changes to your routine also. And it's going to include mental changes. So we're changing your thoughts and your feelings, and we're tapping in. But at the same time, the easiest thing to do is just change something that for real happens in your world. So this is going to be patternized and individualized. The pattern is that usually when people consume porn, it's a specific time of day, in a specific place. It has a specific routine to it. So we're going to start there. So think about where you usually are. Change something in that physical environment. So if it's at your computer, turn your desk around. If it is on your phone at night, put your phone in a different room when you go to bed. Change the physical environment. You have to break the routine. That's what we're doing here. We're rewiring. You have to pattern interrupt. Interrupt the pattern today. So change that physical environment. The mental environment involves the routine and how you're thinking and you're feeling. So for many people, at the end of the day, they want to take the edge off, and porn is the way that they do it. So it's for mood regulation to de-stress. Another thing you need to identify today is what you're going to do to de-stress instead of watching porn. You have to fill that hole in your schedule, which also fills the mental hole that need to de-stress. So figure that out. Make a plan today that if you would usually watch porn tonight when you get home, what are you going to do instead? Now, it's better if you choose something that doesn't involve a screen and doesn't involve the slippery slope that might lead you there. So if you can do that, try to do that. Go for a walk this evening if you can. Call your friends or your family. Play 101 with your kids like I do sometimes in the evening. Just do something different. Your family's going to think you're nuts. It's going to be an amazing 30-day challenge. I can't wait to hear some of the stories that if you usually like go in your man cave tonight and tonight you're up asking your family if they want to play cards, they're going to think you've lost your marbles. But it is not you losing your marbles. I assure you, it is you losing the pattern that brings you back and gaining everything that you want in your life. I promise you that. So I know it's probably going to feel weird, but interrupt that pattern and break the routine that normally leads you there. So many people also consume pornography in the morning because they need that dopamine hit to give their brain that rush to get through the day that is challenging for them. And we're going to unravel the day and its challenges in later videos. But for today, if you get up and you watch porn and you masturbate in the morning, pattern interrupt it. Put your sneakers next to your bed. Get up and go for a walk. Or instead, do a meditation. Get a book. We're going to have book readings, book suggestions, reading suggestions in these videos, but find your own book that feels good to you. I'll tell you what I'm reading, but honestly, I just started it, but so far I like it. It's called Man Enough by Justin Baldoni, if I'm saying that right. So far, so good. I really like it. So a suggestion, don't hold me to it because I'm only on the first chapter, but get a book that feels good to you and get up and put some positive juju into your brain. Okay, so today's action step is write down how you're going to change your physical environment, how you're going to break your routine, and how you are going to then feed the need to either de-stress or get motivated. Those are the three things. So write them down. Some of the suggestions, just to recap, are to change your physical environment, change your office space around. Don't go into your man cave. Shut the man cave down for the month because that can be a real triggering spot for many people. Instead, set up camp. If you have a PlayStation or if your TV's downstairs, set up camp in a public space for the month. Set up camp in the living room. Again, your partner's going to think you're cray-cray, but it's going to be a beautiful thing for you. Set it up so that you're in a public space so that you can't fall back into the patterns. If your routine is in the night or in the morning or both, figure that out and figure out what you're going to do instead and find a new way to de-stress. Okay, write that down in your journal and implement it today. I know you can do it. I know it might be a challenge, but it's the first step in creating the dignity and integrity that will keep you out of the screen so that you can become the version of yourself that feels strong, can look people into the eyes, feels confident, gets on purpose, feels totally awesome by the new year. That's what I want for you. That's why I'm here. Stay here with me. You've committed. Stay committed. You can do this. And when some weird stuff happens later on because you've broken your routine, you can think about me and think about how it's not weird. It's you leaving this habit and routine that you've fallen into behind. It's actually the beginning of transformation. And it seems strange because it's new and fantastic. So remember that, okay? All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Keep rocking it out. And until then, control your brain or it'll control you.